Hey guys, Robert Rosado here from Top Speed Golf, and today I want to talk about gear effect, where you're hitting it on the driver face and what that's doing to your distance. So we're going to talk about how you can maximize the distance just by hitting it, just where you're hitting on the face. So let's go ahead and get started. All right guys, so gear effect, let's talk about what that is, what that's doing to the golf ball, and how where you're hitting on the club face, it's not maxing out the distance with your driver. So I'm going to talk about the heel, the toe, the top, and then the bottom part of the club face and what that's doing and how that's spinning. So let's talk about the heel. That club face is coming into the ball, and then let's say that heel's pushing in towards me, ball's pushing towards me in a way, the heel's going away, and the ball is traveling across the face, creating that slice spin. So now if you go to the toe, toe's coming in, toe you can see is pushing in towards me or kind of opening up a little bit, ball's pushing, now it's rolling across that face, creating a little bit of hook spin. And now if we're going to the heel or the bottom of the face, coming in, so now you can see the face is pushing back, or the bottom of the face is pushing back at me, de-lofting it, creating more spin. You can see how it's rolling across the face, creating a ton of spin that way. And now high on the face, catching it way too high on the face there. Now you can see here it's pushing the club kind of towards me again. The top of the face is going away from you, and it's launching it really high with not much spin. So all those there are not really maximizing distance, spinning it way too much. But now we're going to talk about where you really want to hit it. And now after talking about all that, so I'm going to talk about where we really want to hit, and that's actually high and a little bit off the toe of the center. So we have the dead middle of the club face, a little bit off the toe, and high in the face. So remember when I talked about catching it high in the face, you're launching it high with less spin. You're not catching it way up here, but just a little bit high on the sweet spot, or what would be the middle of the face, and a little bit off the toe, because that toe, when it comes in, it's actually traveling a little bit faster than the heel. It's whipping through impact. So that's why you want to catch it a little bit high off the center and a little bit off the toe, so you can maximize the distance out of that driver. So I'm going to hit about 3 balls here. One's going to be off the heel, one's going to be off the toe, one's going to be pretty square on. I'm going to talk about the spin, what that's doing, how that's not maxing out the distance, and what that's doing to the ball flight as well. All right guys, so I caught that one a little bit on the heel. So if you look at my club head speed, it was almost 120, 119.6, so not too bad there. My club path was 2.4 out to the right, with my face to path 2.5 out to the left. So that typically should have been a little bit of a draw for me, but since I caught it a little bit on the heel, it stayed out pretty straight. So now I'm going to catch one a little bit on the toe, and we'll talk about those numbers and how that's going to do to the spin of the ball and my distance. All right, so now I just caught that one a little bit on the toe. So you can see by my ball flight, just it drew a little bit more than my last one hit with the fade, or that stayed out pretty straight. My path was still about 2.1, really similar to the last one, 2.6 to the left face. So again, really similar. So I should have produced just a little bit of a draw, about 118. So I saw just about the same speed, but you can see that it drew even more. That one I actually hit in the woods, and I only carried about 242 and about 264 total distance, so not even as far. So now I'm going to hit one dead on the screws, and we'll talk about that and how that's going to change from all these other shots. All right, guys, so that last one I caught pretty much on the sweet spot. I could have caught a little bit more high, or a little bit higher in the face and more on the toe, but I hit it pretty square. You can see my club head speed was actually only 114 on that one, so almost 5 miles per hour less than the last two that I hit, but I actually hit it further. It went 296. Path was still about the same, and the face to path was about the same as the last one. So you can see, just by hitting it more in the sweet spot, how that can really maximize the distance, especially with these drivers. All right, guys, so good luck working on that gear effect. I hope you learned a little bit where hitting the club face and how that can maximize the distance out of your drivers. So good luck and play well. All right, guys, I hope you really liked that video talking about gear effect. So now you're pretty aware of where to hit on the club face, but now you need to really learn how to kind of compress the ball. So there's going to be a preview that's going to play in a second talking about the compression line. And if you click on that iCard, that's going to take you to the full version video, plus 5 free bonus videos we got on our website for you. All right, guys, so good luck out there working on it, and play well as always.
Rotating back, creating lag, releasing lag, those are all very, very important, but none of that matters unless we can consistently hit that ball right on the center of the sweet spot and compress this golf ball. And that really comes down, a great deal of this comes down to how our body is positioned at impact, and that's what I call the compression line. And I want to make sure that I'm coming down and through, hitting the ball first every single time. Now my body has to be set up in a proper way to be able to do this. So when you're coming into contact, I need my left ankle, my left hip, and my left shoulder to all be lined up in a straight line. hanging back and coming up too thin where I'm picking the ball off the ground, maybe flipping or scooping as I'm coming through contact. My body's set up in a way where I can deliver the club down and through the ball every time. With the direction our shoulders are pointing are gonna dictate where we can release the club and how we can release the club. So that's the general overall idea. We need that compression line.
It's allowing her to release the club, and she has one of my favorite swings on the LPGA Tour. Really, really solid fundamentals. And again, Rory McIlroy here, just a great swing, very, very powerful.